Hello students, I am Pitambar Gadve. In previous video, we studied external flow, that means flow over flat surface, and in that we studied velocity boundary layer, how velocity boundary layer is developed, as well as thermal boundary layer for external flow. Now in this video, we will see flow through the tubes or flow through the pipes. And here we have to discuss about velocity boundary layer when fluid is flowing through the pipe, as well as thermal boundary layer when fluid is flowing through the pipe. So let us discuss about velocity boundary layer when fluid is flowing through the pipe. So let us consider the fluid is entering in a circular tube. So let us consider this is a circular tube. Let us consider this is a circular tube. This is a circular tube. Okay, this is a tube. Let us consider this is a circular tube and fluid is entering into the circular tube. Fluid is entering into the circular tube with uniform velocity v meter per second. So fluid is flowing through the tube at uniform velocity v meter per second, and as we know, in case of external flow, when the fluid particles in a layer is in contact with the surface of a tube, as we study in case of external flow, when the layer of a fluid particles comes in contact with the surface of a tube, comes to complete stop. Means due to no slip condition, this velocity of this particle, velocity of a first layer of particles in a first layer becomes 0. And it gets complete stop, and this will also cause the velocity, this will also cause the fluid particles in the adjacent layer to slow down gradually due to friction, and this layer again slow down the velocity of adjacent layer, and it also goes on decreasing, and so on. So to make up this velocity reduction, we have to keep mass flow rate of a tube constant, and so to get, as a result of that, velocity boundary layer is developed in a tube. So let us discuss about how velocity boundary layer is discussed. Okay, so when fluid comes in contact with it, attains the velocity of a surface of a tube. So as it is attained the velocity of surface of tube, its velocity becomes 0. And it also slow down the velocity of adjacent layer. It also slow down velocity of adjacent layer because of friction. Then second layer also slow down the velocity of next layer. It also slow down velocity of next layer. It also slow down velocity of a next layer. And this is happen throughout the tube. So this also causes this. So velocity profile is developed within this body. So this is called as velocity profile for a tube. So this is velocity profile. Okay. So we can say the thickness of this velocity profile increases, or thickness of this velocity boundary layer goes on increasing in a flow direction. As we move along the flow direction, the thickness of this velocity profile, velocity boundary layer goes on increasing in a flow direction, and until boundary layer reaches to the temperature. So this thickness goes on increasing. So let us draw this here, the boundary condition. So this is boundary condition. So when boundary layer, so thickness of this boundary layer, we know this is the thickness of a boundary layer where velocity is equal to 0.99% of main stream velocity, free stream velocity. Okay, and thickness of this boundary layer goes on increasing until it reaches to the center of a tube. So similarly here we can draw a velocity profile, and its thickness is also goes on increasing. So this is thickness at entrance is less for velocity boundary layer, but as we move along the distance, its thickness goes on increasing until it reaches to the center of a tube. And the region from the enter, so this is velocity boundary layer. Here we can draw velocity boundary layer like this. So velocity boundary layer should be like this. So this is velocity boundary layer, at this region, and whereas here the velocity boundary layer looks like this. So this is velocity boundary layer. The region from the tube inlet here, the region from the tube inlet up to the point at which boundary layer merges to its center line is this temp. Okay, so region from the entrance of a tube to the point where this velocity boundary layer merges at the center line is called as hydrodynamic entry length. This region is called as hydrodynamic entry length or hydrodynamic entrance region, hydrodynamic entry length or hydrodynamic region, and the length of this region is called as hydrodynamic length. Okay, this is hydrodynamic region and the length is called as hydrodynamic length. Now flow in the entrance region is called as hydrodynamically. So this is the velocity profile, and in a hydrodynamic entrance region, the flow is called as, or velocity profile is called as developing velocity profile. This is called as developing velocity profile. And the region beyond this entrance region is called as fully developed region, hydrodynamically fully developed region, hydrodynamically fully developed region, and temperature profile is also called as fully developed temperature profile, fully developed profile, velocity profile, fully developed velocity profile. The velocity profile in this region is a parabolic in a nature for laminar flow, and for turbulent flow it is some flat. Okay, so this is velocity boundary layer. How the velocity boundary layer is developed when fluid is flowing through the tube. And if to better understand, let us see this diagram. So in this diagram also, so fluid is entering into the surface with some velocity v meter per second. When the first layer comes in contact with the surface of a pipe, when it comes in contact with the surface of a pipe, its velocity becomes 0 because of no slip condition, and it reduces the adjacent layer, velocity of adjacent layer, and so on. And velocity boundary layer is formed here. Velocity boundary layer is formed here, and the region where this friction effects is more dominant, that is called as velocity boundary layer region, and the distance or a region from the entrance of a leading edge of a pipe up to where the velocity boundary layer reaches to center line, that is called as hydrodynamic entrance region, and this length is called as hydrodynamic entry length, where the velocity profile is developing velocity profile or flow is developing flow. Whereas in case of hydrodynamic, in the length after or the region after hydrodynamically entrance region, we call it as a hydrodynamically fully developed region, where velocity profile is also fully developed. Okay, let us move forward and let us understand now a thermal boundary layer. Let us consider the same diagram to understand the thermal boundary layer. So now consider a fluid is at uniform temperature. Let us consider this temperature is Ti, which is entering into the tube with uniform temperature. The fluid at uniform temperature Ti is entering into the tube. When it comes in contact with the tube surface, that tube surface is maintained at some different temperature, which is Ts. It is maintained at some different temperature Ts, and when temperature is entered into this time the fluid particle in a layer which is in contact with the surface of a tube will assume the surface temperature. Okay, so when fluid comes in contact, this is a fluid temperature with Ti temperature. When this layer comes in contact with the surface of a tube, that layer attains the temperature of a surface. So this attains the temperature of a surface, and this will initiate the convection heat transfer from the tube, from in a tube, and which will develop the thermal boundary layer. Means first layer it attains the temperature of a surface of a tube, then adjacent layer also decreases its temperature, then heat transfer takes place, and due to heat transfer takes place, its temperature changes and temperature profile is developed there, and due to temperature development of temperature profile, there is a thermal boundary layer is developed. So this is a thermal boundary layer through the tube, thermal boundary layer through the tube. This thickness, as in case of velocity boundary layer, thermal boundary layer thickness also increases along the length of a tube. So thermal boundary layer thickness is also increases along the length of a tube, and the region from the entrance where the thermal boundary layer develops, the region from that point to the point where the thermal boundary layer meets center line, this region is called as thermal entrance region, and the thermal profile or temperature profile is called as developing temperature profile. So here this is a developing temperature profile, and the region beyond this is called as thermodynamically fully developed region, where the thermal or temperature profile is also called as fully developed region. And as we studied in case of velocity boundary layer, the velocity at the point where, or velocity at the velocity boundary layer thickness, it is equal to 0.99% of a mainstream velocity. Here also the temperature difference between temperature of a fluid and surface temperature is equal to 99% of a surrounding temperature difference between surface temperature and infinite temperature or a mainstream temperature. Okay, so the region in which the flow is both hydrodynamically as well as fully developed, that is called as fully developed flow. So this happens simultaneously. So we can say where the region where fully developed velocity profile as well as fully developed thermal, fully developed temperature profile is occurs, or there is no change in a velocity as well as there is no change in a temperature, we call it as a fully developed flow or fully developed region. Thank you.